Hey everybody, welcome to Show Some Hus. It's Donnie here. I'm with Leo, who is freshly home from a wild Nuggets comeback. Let's just how you feeling? Are you all right? Like, is what are your nerves at? You
Oh my goodness. Man, it was wild. It was insane. Uh go from a bunch of shaking heads to, frustrations, and then we just turned it on, man, halfway through the third.
yeah, and I kind of
And
want to. Or sorry, go ahead, man. I interrupted. My bad.
no, it was just electric, man. It was you could just feel it. It was we were starting to get that traction, and because when Grady Dick is hitting shot after shot right in your face, something's got to give after a while. So it was amazing, man.
I kind of want to break this into exactly how that game went. Into two halves. Okay. I want to get all the bad out first, just like the first half, because I got some things to say. Um,
We were lazy.
that defense, that cannot happen again. I don't care who we are playing. That was
Yeah,
pitiful. And I know that most of them would agree with me, along with Michael Malone. I know that you were probably sitting there shaking your head for 24 minutes.
yeah. I Nikola cannot get sucked down so far in his help to
Hmm.
where he leaves open a good big shooter, and that happened 5, 7, 8 times tonight,
Hmm.
and we just got buried on the 3 point line, because he got sucked too far down low.
Yeah. I feel like our guards got beat way too easy on the perimeter, and that caused that help to come over, like you're saying. It sucked over. It caused the rotation to happen, and
Yeah,
these are NBA players, and they're no, they don't have the vision of Nikola Jokic, but they're capable, very capable of finding a good open 3-point shooter. And that's what
yeah.
happened. And they were hot, very hot.
Everybody can shoot.
Yeah.
Everybody can shoot. They were super hot. But also, when no one's within 7 to 8 feet of you, that's a wide open look in the NBA.
Yeah.
And you know, it was just it was ugly. It was gross. And first play of the game set the tone where Nikola throws away a pass to Jamal.
Hmm. Yeah.
So but man, it's great to see. It's annoying and it's frustrating, but it's great to see us be like, okay, flip the switch and let's go.
Yeah. I
Excuse me.
what was the vibe like when all this was going on in the stadium?
Man, I should have recorded it, but it just wouldn't have done it justice. Everybody was on board. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been a little frustrated with our fans lately, with especially since the whole Celtics game. That
Dude,
was that was frustrating, man. So I haven't had a whole lot of faith
bro,
in
it's
our
funny.
fan base. I have faith in our team, but our fan base frustrates me sometimes.
Yeah, so and I'm sure this happens at every NBA arena, but this bugged me tonight. So on the TV, I think Nikola got an and one, and it was during that comeback, right?
Mhm.
And it zooms in on him, and in the background you can see like four people sitting courtside on their phones. They weren't even recording. They were not even enjoying the moment. And I'm like, you're sitting courtside. This is an atrocity. I
Donnie,
was so mad, Leo. I was like, I cannot stand. You know what? You know what? We won, and I need to chill because I'm gonna
I would
curse. I'm gonna
I
curse,
would throw my phone away if I was to get a hold of courtside tickets. If that's what it took, was like, hey, throw your phone away. Done.
dude. I don't even care if I sat courtside, I'd snap a photo or a video or two. But they didn't even react. It was a huge moment. Most of the crowd, I went crazy. I'm sure a lot of other people at watching at home went crazy. It was a big moment, and this person sat there. It was like you couldn't wake them if you threw them in the ocean.
Yeah.
They didn't even realize it happened. I'm just like, why are you there?
Yeah, man. If the camera would have zoomed up to us poor people in the top, uh, would have seen that we were ecstatic.
I bet, man.
Um, we had people that, we had a lady next to us, who had Dave's tickets. She was she was using a cane to walk around, and she was getting going, like she was going crazy. So,
Nice, nice.
everybody was jazzed. It was
Yeah,
uh, it was awesome.
right on. All right, so we'll pretend like it's halftime of this. All right. Did
Yeah,
Rocky hit a half court shot? I got to know.
he did,
He did?
and it wasn't at halftime.
Okay.
It was like at a timeout in the first quarter.
The only exciting thing about the first half.
Oh man, we made that joke that he was the only one that was doing his job.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so into the second half, what do you think was the main culprit to starting that comeback? Like a moment, a play, a player, Coach Malone timeouts. What was
Well,
it?
it's first and foremost Nikola.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's I don't know. I didn't. What was his percentage tonight?
I went
Um,
14 of 26, which like isn't bad in the NBA, but for him, that's kind of bad.
it is. I mean, but it's fifth. Was it 57%?
Yeah, I mean, he still had 35, 17, and 12.
That's an incredible game.
Yeah,
Um, but I don't know, man.
six steals.
I well, what I did notice is this. We got a bucket right as soon as like the second half started, and then I was like, okay, let's get going. And then they got a quick bucket, and it sucked the life out of the entire
Mm-hmm.
gym, except for Nikola, who pushed the ball to, I want to say, AG out of bounds and looked for a quick outlet. He was very focused on, like, this is how it goes. We're gonna get scored on. It's not like we're gonna go on a 25-0 run, which it eventually felt like that. But the whole time it felt like Nikola was just like waiting for us to catch up to him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and by us I mean all of his teammates and us as a fan base, because he had the urgency, and I think everyone was just trying to get there. Um, I, I, the Zeke experiment needs to stop. I've just lost faith, my man. I've
Yeah,
just lost faith. He needs to be done. It needs to be DJ moving forward.
I think playoffs it might be. I
Well,
think
we got to get a rhythm, man. He can't play for like, or he can't not play for 4 months and then expect him to play in the playoffs.
yeah. I mean, I think I heard someone else talking, and I think it might have been on Old Man in the Three, but they were saying, because he hasn't played in a while, right?
Long while, long
And
while.
and they were saying they're like, we still think that that's the plan going forward for this title run. And the reason he's not getting the like type of, minutes that normally you would want, like you're saying, get that rhythm, get that going, is because DJ's done this for so long that he may not need to, right? However, I don't see that. If I mean, JJ Redick, all of his analysts, they know probably a little bit more than we do, but at the same time, rhythm is important. Game time is important. Experience is important. And I'm not saying DJ doesn't have the experience, but
Just
he
getting your body going a little bit because he doesn't play at all. It's not like he's playing 2 minutes. He's playing zero.
yeah, yeah. Like literally on
But
literally on Saturday night, he was the only one who didn't get off the bench.
yeah,
Yeah.
we still have. I
Um
mean, we still have what, 15 games left?
6-17.
Yeah. So there's plenty of time for him to get a few more
Yeah.
minutes in the rotation and stuff. But
Yeah.
hey, man, for the Raptors missing their two best players,
Hmm.
I guess I'll take the win.
Yeah. And a big moment, and I think I texted you this. It wasn't necessarily the start of the comeback, but it was just smart decision making when KCP almost pulled up for three and instead threw that lob. We
Yes.
were a little bit on a run, and I'm like, do not risk ruining the momentum by
Mhm.
yes, if you made it, the place would go nuts. The momentum would,
Yeah.
amplify. But you also have the opportunity to make sure that it continues by just throwing in very easy guaranteed 2 points to AG.
Yes.
I thought that was a huge veteran moment. And granted, it's not like, all of a sudden right after that we were bang right back into it. But I thought it was like little moments like that, right? That kind of got us back into it. You could just feel it coming. It was building. I'm sure you could feel it in the stadium. Um,
Yeah, that's true, man. It was nuts.
it,
And that lob to AG meant it changed it. That's for sure.
and Jamal, the
That layup,
he was cooking.
it was he shot that layup from Utah and still made it.
Yeah,
Um, he got fouled in Grand Junction and landed in Utah. And I don't know, man. What he does with the basketball is quite impressive.
really is, really is. All right, so
Starting the game off with 1,000 turnovers is not ideal, but man, we sure did battle back.
yeah, man, that was it gave me the vibe of that Knicks game like a month ago, you know?
Except except we turned it around this time.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like
Yeah.
I was concerned I was going to have to discuss two losses, but not just two losses after the All-Star break, both of them at home.
Yeah,
That concerned me. I'm like, that's not what we want, right?
not at
And
all.
um, yeah, glad we turned around. I it was electric in my living room. I can't imagine what it was like in the stadium.
Man,
I'm
everybody was
jealous.
going nuts.
Yeah. That any all right. Who is your her hustle man of the match?
Hustle man of the match for me is going to go to Jamal Murray.
Hmm. Yep, I'm gonna second that.
I just, um, it was just when we needed something, he got it done. Um, Obviously, Nikola is going to do Nikola things, so he's kind of out of the discussion. But as far as hustle goes and effectiveness, both in one, Jamal.
Yep. Yep.
Um, Man, it was fun to watch him play basketball tonight.
Yeah. I mean, he went nuclear when we needed him to.
Yeah. What about yours?
Yeah, I'm right there with you, buddy. Jamal. Like, future ones I may try and pick someone else, but how can you deny that tonight?
Yeah,
The guy was in the kitchen and he was, he's got like 10 Michelin stars at this point. This guy is cooking.
yeah.
So,
He's special.
yeah. And I mean, it was really big, I think, too, also to solidify because we moved up into second place last night
Mhm.
after Minnesota loss. And to follow that up with us losing would have been kind of devastating a little bit. Not devastating. It
Yes,
it just would have been kind of a punch in the gut. So to kind of just solidify ourselves back up and to be
agree.
like, now it's a two-horse race, Minnesota. All right. Like you guys can have your third, you know, and here we come, Thunder. You better not trip
Yeah,
because
they will. It's coming.
it's coming. And,
They're gonna fall.
yeah, I don't know. And granted, that's not like our goal, right? Our end goal is not to get the one seed, but that does aid in our ultimate goal in getting that title, back-to-back title, which is extremely hard to do in modern pro sports.
I agree. I feel like if we get the first seed, our route to the title will be significantly, and obviously, you know, the one
Mhm.
seed is the better seed, but it's just because the two and the three have to battle it out.
Mhm. And the West this year, the West is so stacked,
Exactly.
you know.
Because the Wolves, the Nuggets, and the Thunder are the three.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Um,
funny. I was talking with someone the other day. Uh it was the guy he did my window inspection. Celtics fan. And I said
yes,
that he goes, "Oh, you beat me the other night." And I said, "Oh, you're a Celtics fan?" He goes, "Yeah." And I said, "That's unfortunate." But anyway,
beat you a couple times.
he told me, he goes, if I had to bet on either the Nuggets or the Celtics making the finals, I would bet the Celtics. But if I were to bet who would win between those two in the finals, I would bet Denver. And he said it's because the West is so stacked. The East just doesn't have the heavyweights like we have.
No, no,
So,
man.
but I
It's not.
think we're hitting a good stride right now, wouldn't you say?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, yeah. Games without accident, up to 3. It's exciting.
We'll
Um,
take
yeah. Any last thoughts from that game, my friend?
it. You know, not really, man. We just need to put a whole game together and let's just be happy with how this one ended and move on.
Yep. We've got the Heat. We fly to Miami and we've got the Heat Wednesday night. I believe that's a prime time game, national TV on one of those stations. I don't know which one. And I'm sure it's at, well, it might not be at 8 o'clock. It might be kind of early because Miami's that East Coast time.
Yeah.
So we might
I'm
luck
hoping
out
for a
there.
fiver.
Yeah, give me those early ones. I like that. Um, yeah, if you guys want to reach out to us, find us on Facebook, find us on Instagram, find us on TikTok. Please do not find us on X, formerly Twitter. We don't do that yet. I'm not that cool, but we're getting there. Uh,
Yeah.
and then Thursday, I want to preface something. Uh, the ultimate, unbeatable, unwinnable. Show some Husk quiz by Donny. Round 2 coming your way, and it is a heater. So tune in.
It is. It is, man.
Yeah, and if you guys want to play and try and beat Leo, which I don't think you will, because I think he did phenomenal. What on YouTube, we're gonna have all the questions. You can play along. We'll have the questions there for you. So if you want to read them, so you don't just have to listen to my annoying voice say them to you. Um, and yeah, let us know what you get. And yeah, Leo, do you want to remind the people for us?
Everyone, do not forget to show some hus. Go Nuggets and Nikola we trust.
Peace.